Well, today what I did was I blocked up a cellar doorway and then I parged or plaster, you could call it, and I'm going to show you how I did it. Well, today we're going to fill in a door, and what happens is all these steps are rotted with the blocks and the walls caving in, if you could see it, and they don't use this doorway. So we're going to just close this door, rip this doorway out, fill this all in with modified, and we're just going to build a little block wall here, and the carpenter is going to rip the door out now. Now this is what I'm using, Type S Mason mix, and it's for use with block, brick, and stone construction and tuck pointing. So that's what I use for a small job like this. That's it. Now we got this all ready. That's it. Let's look what's going on. This is block. See, they have the block going all the way up to the plate. This is the plate. Over here they kind of mismatched everything. And down here on the bottom, you just got to straighten that out. So we get all this stuff out of the way here. I know, right here, I tell you all the time, lay it out dry. I gotta cut that block right there. That's gonna be the size of my piece. That piece is gonna fit right in there like that. So now, I know these are where my blocks gotta go. So I brought with me some pieces of an old flue to shim that up a little bit. You see that, what I'm doing? And that way, this block right there is something steady to go on until it dries. Now, after telling you all that, remember I told you, you want something to stick, you gotta wet it first. So I go by and I wet this all, cleans that all up, like that. I know when it's wet, that cement's gonna stick. So that's why I'm doing this. Now here's what I'm gonna do. Let's go get the cement, get it in there. I want that sealed up, I don't want that leaking. So I want that in there like that. And I'll put these things here like shims. All they're doing is, until that cement dries, is kind of hold it up. Just like that. See that? No big deal. They say, I heard I say that a lot, no big deal. Maybe I'll do a t-shirt saying no big deal. I don't know. Don't make a big deal out of it. We're going to do that just for the heck of it. A little piece of rebar. That's not no big deal. I'm just going to do this. And we're going to put this in just like that. That's perfect. See that? And then I'm going to continue on. And we're continuing on. Same thing. That. Cement it all like that. There's a 4-foot in there. That's a. Do this. do this. And we'll put this one in. Let it sit there for a minute. Get the other one in. And just to let you know, I'm going to leave this end there. Because I'm going to fill this with junk. That's it right now. I'm not worried about winning no beauty contest. Put it in, fill that in, solid. Gotta make sure that these things are filled solid in the center. That's the big deal. That binds these blocks up. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I'm going to use the bad piece for filling in. So I need a 6-inch piece there, right there. Tap it. Keep tapping it until you hear that sound change. Hear it? That's a sound change. That's what we know the block is breaking. I mean, you can get fancy and use a saw. See, this piece is going to go there. But this piece here, I'm going to use this for fill. Right down in there. You see how that works? I use everything up. Just like that. Put that down there like that. And fill it solid. Just like that. So that's our first course. I'm not going to go crazy with it. Just going to fill it in. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to make sure I'm going pretty good here. It's good that way. Get this out of the way. That's pretty good. But, that's it, level. That's where we want. That's our first course. The next course will go here like this. That's where I'm going to start that. Now we're going to go from this way. If everything works out good, it should all match in there one way or the other. I'm going to do this because I like to make sure I got it in there, especially when it's wet. That's it. I'm just going with the side here. I ain't worried about my heights because put it here. I like to fill that up. Go here. Let's put it in. That's it. Same thing. Just gonna do this. That's all. This will go in there. See that? It fits. One piece on one side, one piece on the other. Make no big deal out of it. I keep saying that. All you're doing is blocking it in. Get my level just to make sure I'm not going way off. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm going to fill in against the sides. That's where the pressure is going to be. Right there. Fill in here. We gotta go down there like that. Put this in. Like that. See that? Got our first two courses in. Worry about striking it up later. Now we got a little drill bit here, and this is a masonry bit. He's gonna drill into the sides right there and right here a little bit so we get a piece of rebar in there. Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. Yeah. That's pretty good. As long as we're into this other block,
yeah,
I think we're good. Now I'm going on my third course. I got a couple pieces of rebar. It's going to go in there like that, pin it to the two walls. I gave you my speech on rebar. I told you you can't really depend on it. I'm going the wrong way here. Rebar only rots away. But for the short time, it's a great thing. So I'm going to show you what we're doing. I got a notch in there. I'll show you how I put that notch in. Like that. See that? So I have to go over the rebar, and the rebar is too thick. So I'm going to notch my block out. So I just get like this. Let me see if you can see it, and just notch it out. See that right there? Notch it out. Turn it around this way. Doing this for the camera. Notch it out. See that? Now fits right over the top. That's what I want. Now I'm going to lay that block. Don't have no strings or anything because there's nothing really to go against. Just going against the two walls, and that's it. That rebar is just pinning it in. They built those castles. You watch my videos on all them castles and cathedrals, there was no rebar. It's a modern day thing and it only rots away. And that's the way you got to look at it. Alright, I'll put this one in like that. Cover my rebar where you can. Lock it into the wall. Like that. See that? See, I wet this. When you wet it, that helps it to stick. Like this. Like this. 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 And you just drop it in. I follow my edge here and I follow my edge here. And the guy, now we're looking at it from the outside in. We're going to go up another couple courses, another course. I'm going to put another thing of rebar in. Because when they fill this in, the weight's going to be against here. And the ground level, I don't know if you can see it, is only going to be about this high. So we're just worried about everything happening there. So all we're going to do now is just continue on. And rolling. I just put another thing of rebar in here. Make sure to do the sides are wet. Make sure your cement sticks. You don't have to let the block work. Some people think you do, but you don't. And then we just keep continuing on until we get to the top. And when we get to the top, let's see what we got to do there. We're coming to the end of this block thing. We're getting to the top. We can't go from the inside because the pipe's in the way. And I got this little hang down from the plate. You can't go around that. So I could put, whatever I do, I got to fill it in here. don't have my saw with me, and I gotta shorten this block, so I'm gonna shorten it like that. That's it. Shortened up. That's it. Now, I just gotta pack it in there. That's it. Pack it in there. Don't leak. We're out here, we're gonna go to the garden out here, and we're gonna take some stones. And these stones, we're gonna use them to block up the cellar on the inside. Alright, now this is the inside, and the pipe's in the way, so I couldn't get the block under the pipe. So I gotta fill it in. You gotta fill it in with some stones. You see what I mean? I got it all filled in with stones to block all those things, and now I gotta tuck it with cement. You see what I mean? That's the job now. Using the hard stuff from the bottom of the floor because it stays easier. Of course, the pipes has to be in the way. You see what's going on here. Now I'm just going over the block. I like to sponge it because some of the blocks have holes in them. That fills all the holes in. It's not pretty, but they're going to paint the walls anyway. So I want everything to kind of match. So I'm doing it with the sponge. If you want to get real classy, you could level everything and make it perfect. That's not what's going on here. I'm all done with the block work, so I got a little water. A lot of times you don't have to do it, but I like to do it. And then I just start plastering it up. Just like that. Put a coat of plaster on it. No big deal. The dirt's probably going to come up to here. So I'm just sponging it with the sponge to get a sponge finish. But down at the bottom, I can just use a brush. Just so when they tar it, it's all no ledges, that's all. So that's what we're doing here. Just getting a brush. Making it all smooth so when they tar it, everything's good. I'm going to talk about that job a little bit. At one time, I wouldn't put these kind of jobs on YouTube because they were small and they were like a hurry up, just get it done job. But what's behind that is this guy's a contractor who hires me once in a while, and it's a doorway in his house. And he said, Mike, come on in, he said, and just throw it up for me. You could do it in a couple hours and it'd take me 2 days. So he went and got all the materials, all the cement. He was there to help me. We started at 8 o'clock. By 11 o'clock I was on my way home. Just get the job done. That's all he wanted. Now when I get on jobs like that, he brought the block and everything, and I always have some extra stone laying around, or in his case it was on a property. But this is God-made material. Everything else I was using was man-made. And when they build those castles and those old stone buildings, this will last any man-made stuff they're making today. So I'm never scared of using it. It's actually a better product. And those old stone foundations are better than anything they did today. Another thing, I always keep warning you about rebar. Everybody's telling you, oh, you put rebar in, you put rebar in. And see how thin it is here and how it expands when it gets wet. Rebar, after about 25, 35 years in our area, starts expanding and rots away. So when you're doing something like that, make sure you're filling it solid along the sides so that the cement is holding it, and you're not always depending upon the rebar. He's going to go in and he's going to put a foundation coating over that, or plastic sometimes, to keep that from leaking. He's going to just fill it in. All it was a thing to get rid of the doorway. So I hope these little jobs help. If you ever run across a job like that, it's not a big deal. You just put it in and you put it in to stay. Once in a while I have t-shirts. Check them out below the description box. Thanks for watching. I'm Mike Haduck. Until next video.